I'm kind of on a roll with Princess. I'm going to keep playing as her. Screw the stupid wheel. See, how long have I going? I've been going only 2 hours, and I'm already 3/8 of the way through the game. Yeah, this is a longer SMBX game, but it's actually... Like, once you've played it for a while, it starts to become really easy, honestly.
Yeah.
At least I find it that way. Bridge Over the Horizon by Master of Mayhem. I remember Desmo had an exceptionally hard time later in the game, and I don't quite know why. He actually managed to run out of lives. I mean, I know he's not a collectionist like I am, but...
Yeah.
Ow! Yeah, I think maybe once I finish off this 4th gallery, I'm actually gonna end the stream and resume it another day.
Sounds good.
Such that maybe I can get Desmo's attention. Because the level he made is in World 8, and I want him to know that I freaking adore the level. Despite the fact that he retroactively started hating it for some reason.
Well, what did you expect from the guy that always tries to kill us in your Minecraft servers?
Well, that was before he started killing everybody on a regular basis.
Oh, what happened to him?
Like, when he made his Let's Play of this game, I think the most recent series both of us were involved in was Season 1 of his Feed the Beast series, which was on Minecraft 147, to give you a reference of when that was.
Played any games with him? Like, I honestly thought he seemed like a pretty respectable guy.
Something happened to him during his mission trip, I swear. Because, like, he took a mission trip with his church, he was gone for about 6 months. Something happened in that time that changed the man.
Yeah, something that made him want to stop making YouTube videos, apparently.
Well, he didn't make YouTube videos because he was on the mission trip.
Yeah, but didn't, like, he have didn't
he had
actually...
backlog.
Yeah.
And he started making videos for a while after he came back, but then that eventually stopped, and then he turned it into a meme channel.
If I recall correctly, you were one of the people managing his channel.
Yeah, and I did a terrible job of it. Got about 5 episodes into Terraria and then gave up.
I never watched a whole lot of his stuff. I watched him play through my SMBX episode, and that's about it. I've been trying to get him to play through my dumb meme game. It's a really bad RPG Maker game, but...
Mushroom Heights by Wild West.
But I kind of want him to play through it.
Didn't Wild West already make a Mushroom Athletic level? That we played in, like, Gallery 1?
But, like, the thing is, I'm saying if he's gonna have his channel just be a shitpost channel, he should play my shitpost of the game.
Oh, hold on. This is the part where Kelly says something funny. As if you don't spend enough time high on mushrooms. The game... I don't know why NPC text always assumes you're playing as Mario. But... just the mental image of Peach just smoking a joint, and that's how Bowser always manages to kidnap her so easily. It's just amusing to me.
I wonder if some of these games that aren't even in English on Steam actually have, like...
working executable files?
Well, I'm wondering if they actually have, like, translation patches I can apply.
I imagine most of them don't.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing how much shit can get on Steam. Like, once you realize that you put a school shooter game up on your storefront and then have to retroactively take it down, you're past the point of no return.
I remember not too long ago, Steam got in trouble for allowing a game to go on there that involves raping and killing people.
Yeah, wasn't it literally called Rape Simulator or something like that? I
believe it was. Like, I saw an article show up on my Twitter feed, and I decided to look at the article, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, their policy was to accept anything as long as it wasn't anything illegal, so how did that get...
I highly doubt something called rape is legal. Just a hunch.
So I'm guessing somebody just wasn't paying attention.
I don't think there's any moderation that goes on there. Like, they have algorithms do all the work, and if the algorithm doesn't find anything, then... Well, they'll
Hey,
find
these
out soon
developers
enough,
paid
I guess.
Hey, these developers paid the fee. We're all good here.
The fee of like $100 or something. You could probably get a small business loan and get 10 times that amount of cash.
Okay.
Oh, you freaking hammer, brother. No, I'm not letting you take my fire flower right at the end of the stage, you motherfucker. Ghoulish, ghastly ghost. Oh, a ghost house level. I guess I better switch to Luigi. Yeah, this is the level I'm thinking of with all the hidden blocks that only appear for a second every 5 or so. And it also has the Ghostly Galaxy theme, which... Can I be honest? I don't find much of Galaxy 1's soundtrack to be too good, or too interesting, I should say. It's not that it's not that it's bad. It's just it's kind of meh in some places.
I see.
Honestly, if I have to give praise to Galaxy 2, I have to say a lot of the soundtrack is a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Even if a lot of it is just remixed from previous Mario games. I mean, Galaxy had a couple of those tracks too, but with Galaxy 2 they do it a lot more. Which, to be fair, gives better renditions of a lot of Mario 64 tracks that I've gotten... How did I die? Like, for example, the main theme of Super Mario 64 I don't really find too catchy on its own, but the Throwback Galaxy, man, that's a really good funky remix. Like, Galaxy 2 is when Nintendo started getting good with their music, if you ask me. Like, they really started establishing Mario is the big band of the world, I guess, if you get what I'm saying.
I mean, like, I did like Galaxy 1's soundtrack, but Galaxy 2 had some pretty good tracks.
Yeah, Galaxy 1 went more for an atmospheric approach with the music, which works for the game, to be fair. I do prefer Galaxy 1's atmosphere to Galaxy 2's kind of arcadey style. Which is part of the reason I prefer Galaxy 1. But just listening to the music on its own, I much prefer Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
And also, Bowser's Star Reactor in Galaxy 2 is the most bitchin' remix of anything I've ever heard.
Isn't that the one? Isn't that the one? That one.
It's
That's
Koopa's
the remix.
Road from Mario 64,
Yeah.
except much more grandiose.
Yeah, that's a good remix. I love that one.
The one from the first Galaxy wasn't bad either, it's just Galaxy 2 ramped it up a lot.
Oh god, Emily is away. I didn't care that much for that game. And there's a sequel to it. Ugh. Yikes.
Don't you love seeing sequels for games that should have never gotten sequels?
I mean, I guess enough people liked it for them to want to make a sequel, but I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, how do you explain things like Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle having like 5 sequels?
Oh, good lord.
You know, that makes me think back to AVGN episodes, and do you think they'd bring Rob the Robot back as a Toy-Con set? Do you think they'd be able to get that to work?
I honestly have no idea.
That sounds like something Nintendo would try if they were still in the 80s. I mean, I guess they have I guess they already have a robot toy set that you wear, but it's not the same, man. They can make Rob the Robot work so much better with today's technology. Because I know at the end of the day, Rob the Robot was just there to make the NES look like a toy rather than a video game system, but I feel like there was some missed potential there. I don't know, maybe Nintendo would partner up with like Lego Technics or something to bring a programming thing to the Switch. Sounds crazy, but it might just happen. Flight of the Phanto Koopa by Halle Babica. So this is the second desert stage so far that also functions as a boss stage.
Okay, then.
Ow! Stupid homing Koopas. The demon eyes of Super Mario Bros. X. Except you don't have a bow and arrow this time. This music sounds like it's from a Shantae game. Like Pirate's Curse, more specifically. But yeah, Nintendo still hasn't announced the 4 other fighter characters for the Fighter's Pass. And they're expecting to release them all by next year? I don't believe it. I mean, I know they've already picked all of them out, but really? You're not even gonna... Apparently they're gonna wait till E3, I have to guess.
Do you think that most of the characters that they're gonna add as DLC to Ultimate were their ideas, or do you think...
I'm pretty sure Nintendo handpicked them all.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you thought they could have been from the backlog of stuff from the ballot back then, but it's entirely possible Nintendo's picked them out.
I would hope that they made some decisions based on the ballot.
Yeah.
I mean, certain characters that I really want to see in Smash are very close to being added if the spirits list is anything to go by. Like I saw a tweet before I saw the trailer. Like I think it was it the second trailer? Or was it one of the final trailers before release? It was one of the Smash Brothers trailers. And then WayForward retweeted it, saying, "We're honored to have the opportunity." And I stopped right there, went and watched the whole trailer, and only saw Shantae as a spirit, like, midway through it. And I was just like, oh. Well, that's cool, but I kind of was hoping that... yeah. But yeah, if she's a spirit, that's at least some validation that they considered it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, I don't know. If you ask me, she already has a very good moveset for Smash, because you could pretty much pull everything directly from her games, and then you already have a full moveset, because you got the hair whips that can be Smash attacks, you've got various sub-weapons that she has from both her magic attacks and the pirate's weapons, the Ridicropolis by Saromem. And just I think that would be a really solid third-party pick. So.
Yeah.
And it's clear that a lot of people want her because people were freaking out when they saw she had a spirit in Smash Brothers. So. Also, Kelly has something interesting to say here. Luigi, talk to Kelly. Legend has it that the ancients hid their secrets above darker shades of stone. Desmo was dumbfounded by that, but what I actually figured out is that basically means there's tiles that are slightly darker than the surrounding tiles, and there's hidden blocks above them. Also, I don't know how it took me so long to realize this, but the boss music in the last stage is a remix of the music in this stage.
You know, while we're on the topic of music, for some reason, I don't enjoy Super Mario Bros. X levels as much. If they don't use if they don't at least use custom music.
Well, it's probably because you heard the default tracks so many damn times they lose all their impact.
I guess.
Like, I know that's certainly the case with Mario World and especially Mario 64.
Yeah.
Which is why I say that the remixes offered by Galaxy 2 are so boss. It's just because they're twists that I never hear. Because people apparently never think to use them. Which disappoints me immensely, because those are good freaking tracks.
Yeah.
As far as other third-party characters that haven't been confirmed for the ballot yet, like other than characters that wouldn't make much sense if they just straight ported them into Smash Brothers, what would you want?
I'm not really sure.
Like, other than Shantae and maybe Paper Mario, I don't really have any.
Like, in terms of fighters that actually make sense, I'm not really sure, because the only things, the only ones that have been on my mind are fighters that we wouldn't typically see fight. But I did mention Yarn Kirby earlier, and I would like to see Yarn Kirby in some form, even if I only just realized it
actually,
tonight.
I meant specifically third-party characters.
Third-party characters. Oh, that's... Okay, so third-party characters, that's it. Gosh. How many third-parties have I... How many third-party franchises have I even played? Looking at my shelf of games, and I only have DS and DS games in my room. Yeah. Well, this one's well, the first thing on my mind now, very unlikely, but I think a few of the classes from Etrian would be interesting. But it's such an Etch series, so I highly doubt that it would get representation in Smash.
Yeah, if I was to choose an absolute wildcard character, like, there's no hints that they may ever be even recognized in Smash, grave mistake by Dark Lord Kainor. I would say Hat Kid, which makes so little sense logistically, seeing as Hat in Time is originally a PC game, and an indie one at that, but...
Well, then how do you explain Joker?
Blow up, and it is being compared to the best of the 3D platformers that have come out recently. So,
and the Persona series is like, you know, it comes out on Sony platforms. Yet
yeah, so I know exclusivity isn't really a thing that gets cared about, but like,
well, we did get Cloud.
But it's just like, since Hat in Time is an indie game. Like, even though it's immensely popular, it's still an indie game. And just like...
Yeah.
Well, that does make me question who did they talk to get Hat in Time ported to Switch, because they originally said it wasn't possible due to the Unreal Engine. But apparently they managed to get some contacts or something because it's getting worked on for the Switch, so...
Well, yeah, eventually support for different things was added, like, I don't believe it had support for Game Maker Studio 2 originally, but Nintendo added that, and that's why the Switch got Undertale.
Wait, Undertale was a Game Maker Studio? Oh yeah, I remember seeing that, and I was just like, oh.
I was actually pretty surprised to find out it was a Game Maker game.
Yeah, like, I'll be honest, even though I did use Game Maker for a number of years, I never really considered it a professional, quote-unquote, game-making tool. Like, I always thought it was more of a hobbyist tool. Which is why I got kind of upset when I realized the prices for it was going through the fucking roof.
Although I will admit, people can make some pretty cool things with it. Because, like, I don't really feel like it matters what software you use to make a game, as long as you can make something good. Because, like, the amount of code you write yourself, I don't feel like that matters. Like, just make something good.
Well, I imagine most professionally published Game Maker games do use GML rather than drag and drop, so...
Yeah. You can do a lot more in GML anyway. But, like, I've dealt with people that say they would lose respect for people that use Game Maker with this pretty shitty mentality.
No, if you're gonna have that mentality, you lose respect for people who exclusively use Flash, and especially Scratch.
Oh, yeah, I've played a few games on Scratch, and
Like, anybody who's watched any of Killy the Kid's videos knows that Scratch is not really designed for game making. It's meant to be a learning tool more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a few creative works that have come out of Scratch, but just the general stigma around it is that you don't play games on Scratch to play games. You play games because... I don't know. I'm trying not to directly tick anybody off, but it's hard when you're talking about a platform that's that limited. And to be fair to Flash, it can be used competently. It's just that I imagine it would be a nightmare to work with Flash once it got to a certain degree.
Yep. Gosh, it's only bothers me. Gosh, it really bothers me how Doki Doki Literature Club is the most popular visual novel on Steam.
It disturbs me that that's the most popular visual novel on Steam.
I mean, yeah, part of it's because it's free, but there are other free visual novels on Steam that I'd argue are a lot better.
I think it's mainly just because it became a meme. It's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's in that way.
Well,
we're just gained a lot of clout.
Sometimes I feel like the only reason DDLC got popular is because the guy that made it was popular in the Smash modding community.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So, like, was he Project M related, or like, what's the deal with that?
Honestly, I have no idea what he worked on. Let's see what I can find out about him.
It must have been Project M if it managed to bring Doki Doki Literature Club of all things to popularity.
One of the first links to show up is on the Smash wiki.
Oh no, if it's on the Smash wiki, it has to be big.
Let's see. Yeah, previously known as Internet Explorer, former professional Smash player from New Jersey. He was known as one of the best Melee Link players in the US. Also one of the best Project M Link players in the world. He is known for his high technical precision and development of a new Link metagame.
So basically because he kicks ass with Link.
He retired from playing Smash in 2015, though he has infrequently attended tournaments for Melee since, still using Link. Okay. Outside of Smash, he is best known as the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Okay, with that out of the way, Riveting River Rafting by Israeli is our next stage.
Oh, so I actually thought that he... Oh, actually, yes. Savato was a developer on the Project M development team. And is currently the lead developer of the 20XX Tournament Edition.
Oh, so he's actually, like, working on a game now?
Like, I assume that after DDLC he's working on something else, but I have no idea.
Okay, question. Was DDLC made in GameMaker Studio?
No, it was made in RenPy. It's a program for visual novels. I know that because I use RenPy.
Oh, so the RPG Maker of visual novels. Oh god, one of those exists. Why?
Yeah.
They're so simple!
No, hold on. If you want to, the RPG Maker of visual novels would be Visual Novelty. RenPy is a bit more complex. Like, Visual Novelty, you
I
don't
just have
need
to laugh
write...
to myself because I could probably make a visual novel engine in 4 hours in GameMaker Studio.
Because, like, Visual Novelty, you don't need to write code. You don't need to write code, but RenPy you do. It's kind of like
You could use drag and drop to make a visual novel in GameMaker Studio.
Yeah, but in RenPy you use like some kind of modified Python to make visual novels.
Oh, so that's where it's got its name. I thought it had something to do with the Raspberry Pi, and I was going to question why you would put a visual novel on a Raspberry Pi. Doesn't sound like an efficient use of the hardware.
It is compatible with Raspberry. It is compatible with Raspberry Pis.
Of course it is.
Well,
like, don't Pis run on Python? Isn't that why they're called Raspberry Pis?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure I'm correct about that, though I may be completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said somewhere that it could run on Raspberry.
Oh, ow, I got stuck on a block. I bet that wouldn't have happened if I was playing this on a Raspberry Pi.
But other than that, apparently you can run it on a Chrome OS. Apparently, you can run stuff on Android, Linux, Windows XP, Mac, iOS. So you can make mobile or PC games with this.
You could add legacy support for your thing to an operating system that's several years out of date and out of support, and would probably get a virus if you connected it to the internet.
So, yeah, it will work on anything Windows XP and up.
Although, speaking of which, apparently Hat in Time can run on Windows XP. It has to be the 64-bit version, which I don't think anybody ever used, but...
Wow, one of the visual novels I play, I heard it runs like shit on Windows 7.
How do you make a visual novel run badly on Windows fucking 7?
Well, the thing is, they added a lot of shit. Danganronpa V3 is pretty damn long.
So basically they have horrible loading optimization.
Oh, like, on my desktop...
Because that's the only thing I can imagine, is that it loads the entire game into RAM, which would of course slow things down if it's a big game.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a lot of content in it. Like, there's a lot of post-game stuff too.
Speaking of which, I still have to wonder how loading in GameMaker works. Like, either pre-studio or post-studio, I still don't know entirely how it works. Oh, Crabulon. Aristocrab. They said it wouldn't be an RMN Bros game without me, but Bros isn't even in the title. So I was just like, whatever, Jones. I have no idea who any of these people are, by the way. I only joined the RMN community because the Yo-Yo Game Sandbox went down.
Yeah.
Alright, Backing Up by Kentona. Can you
And
guess what the music is?
what is it? Have the sound off.
It's an 8-bit rendition of the Backing Up song. Which I've never heard the original song in full, so I don't get it. The reference is completely wasted on me.
I see.
It's apparently not the only 8-bit remix of the Backing Up theme that exists. But, yeah.
The worst kind of visual novels, in my opinion, are kinetic.
Or what?
Kinetic visual novels. Those are the ones where either your choices don't matter at all, or there are no choices. I don't like those ones. Because usually the story, is like, you know, with how they don't have choices.
Isn't that half the point of visual novels is you get to change how the story goes?
Because, like, the thing is, you'd think without choices they could focus on the story and on the quality of the story itself, but most of the time the stories in kinetic visual novels aren't very good, in my opinion.
Why is it even called a kinetic visual novel if you can't change anything? That seems counterintuitive to the word kinetic.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, normally when you call something kinetic, it involves motion.
Relating
like moving
to
your cursor from option A to option B.
But yeah, I avoid visual novels like that.
This level is as long as hell, by the way. So this music will grain on you if you don't play very well.
Yeah.
There's also a switch puzzle that's completely optional, but it's not really a puzzle because you just have to find them. Like, that's the thing about switch puzzles. If all you have to do is find them and hit them, they're not really a switch puzzle.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can't tell, this level is basically taking you backwards through the history of Mario games, starting at Mario World and then going to Mario 3 and now Mario 2. I have to admit, the music does catch in my head while I'm playing the stage, but... Oh! No, this is bad. Nope! Well, I guess there's no point in me going after that switch now, because I just died.
Oh no.
But yeah.
Too bad I'm behind. Can't see your death yet. Okay, now I can.
I fall into the ocean. The ocean?
Ocean. Well, there are whales in it.
I guess that's the definition of an ocean. Of a ocean is an ocean that has whales in it, which I think is all of them. Except maybe the Indian Ocean. I don't know if that one has whales in it. I always hated these stages in Mario 2.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Don't fall off the goddamn whale. Of course. This is the stage where I die a bunch of times. Cantona, I'm placing you under arrest for mental and physical distress. I just want to bum rush this because this level is too damn long. Oh, you're... Fuck you, Mario 2! I hate it when SMBX levels get too damn long.
Yeah, it can be pretty annoying. Says a guy that's made some pretty long SMBX levels.
Small kingdom, small my ass! Ow, come on. Oh, thankfully Luigi is a good jumper, so I can just bypass a few of these obstacles just with the well-timed jump. I swear I'm good at this game. You saw how far I got without dying too many times.
Yeah.
Okay, don't fall off the whale's tail.
I used to
Thank
be
you.
somewhat good at Mario games.
Oh! I can't win!
But I'm not sure if I'd consider myself to be that great at them these days.
I always found myself a little bit better at 3D Mario games.
3D Mario games, for the most part, are the only Mario games I've actually 100%.
I've gotten damn close with most of them. It's always that final marathon level ever since Galaxy 2 that they've always had.
Yeah.
Like, first it was 3D Land, then it was 3D World, then it was Odyssey, and then it was Galaxy 2! And the only reason Galaxy 2 took so long is because of those stupid green stars that I finally got around to doing not too long ago.
Yeah.
To be honest, those aren't as bad.
I mean, yeah, they were annoying, but... I think I actually looked most of them up when I did that.
I don't know if I looked any of them up. I may have, because I had like 40 of them before I had given up. And then I got the rest of them sometime recently. I think I had to look up one. Because the level it was in was stupid long and I didn't want to search for it.
I think when I started, I just went in and looked myself because the first few were pretty easy, and after that, it was like...
Most of the time, the challenge in getting the green stars was just me figuring out how to get to them. Like, particularly the green star at the beginning of Boulder Bowl Galaxy, was it? Where you had to wall jump up the ramp that you had to drop.
Yeah.
That one took me forever, because my freaking spin jump kept clipping me onto the wall, and then I'd fall. That's all the switches do, by the way. They just give you the RMN coin so you can get a 1-up. Not freaking worth it.
Oh jeez, that's ridiculous right there.
I've done it before! Because if you don't die, it's pretty damn easy to get the switches, but I didn't bother because I freaking died and you'll lose the first two if you do that. Hi, Aristocrab. Bye, Aristocrab. Hi, Kelly. Bye, Kelly. I don't give a shit. I want to play the last level before I can end the stream because Persistence of Memory is actually kind of an interestingly themed level. It's based on that painting that I don't remember who did it, but it had like all the melting clocks.
Yeah, I probably...
It also has a pretty interesting boss that it's actually a fair bit challenging. Also, it's kind of a bog standard SMB1 level. You don't see those terribly often.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to the first Super Mario Bros., which level do you think is the worst one?
The original? Oh, it has to be one of the World 8 levels. Because those get really long. It's just the length that kills me on those levels.
But like,
especially World 8-3. World 8-3 can suck a dick.
Because honestly, I think one of my least favorites in the original Super Mario Bros. Would be 3-2, because something about the design of that level just bugs me.
3-2?
Yeah.
Of all the stages, 3-2?
Yeah.
Oh,
then again,
wow.
if I'm going to go with a level from World 8, it would probably be 8-2.
Was that above ground or underground? I don't remember.
It was above ground.
I remember that one being tricky because of all the convoluted platforming underneath Lakitus. With all the other Lakitu stages, you could just bomb rush.
Yeah.
But 8-3, you know, Hammer Brother Haven, that one is awful.
Yeah, that one was a pain in the ass.
Even World 8-4, the final level of the game, is less of a trick than that. You just have to know which way to go.
Yeah.
Which isn't terribly cryptic
and there are
once you realize the pattern. Oh, did I just drop through the clouds? For fuck. Oh, come on. I was doing perfectly good at that level, and then it just decided, nope, you're dropping through the clouds. As if the clouds are real and not from a Mario game. Persistence of memory, persistence of collision detection issues.
Does it ever bother you how some of the levels in the original Super Mario Bros. Are repeats?
Well, that was mostly the underwater and castle stages, so not really.
Yeah.
I usually
like,
use a
I
warp
never-
zone to skip through most of the game, just because I find that amusing. Because I just
I
want to
never
beat
really-
World 8, damn it!
Cause like I never really thought much about it when I was a kid, but when I look back on it now, it is kind of annoying.
I think I actually have a cassette, like a VHS, of me playing through Super Mario Bros. Without using any warp zones, and I got to World 6-2 or 6-4. Somewhere in World 6 before I got a game over. Because I tend to slip up and make stupid mistakes on the occasion, which in Super Mario Bros. Is really bad because you don't get a lot of extra lives in that game, so... I only made it to about 6 something before I ended up just burning all my lives at the castle, I think. Here we go! Giant boss Lakitu. That's not the Lakitu boss from Galaxy 2, which I guess I didn't want to make a sprite for. How come we never see that Lakitu guy again? I thought that guy was pretty cool. Oh, goodness. Like I said, this fight is actually a bit of a challenge because of all the projectiles he throws at you. Oh! Oh, come on. I mean, if you know you can kick the shells upward in an arc, it's not that difficult. But then once the screen gets overwhelmed with shit, it's hard. Okay, so one more question. In the next... No, that didn't count. In the next Mario Kart, if they were to add a boss enemy from one of the 3D Mario games, which one would you want it to be? Hello? I'm fucking dead because you didn't answer my question. Hello? Hey, Lexus. Can you cue All Alone by the Gorillas, please? Because I'm all alone here. All of a sudden, I'm all alone, and I don't like that. I actually have an Amazon Echo Dot that's still sitting in its box, and I got it at Christmas. I've not had any use for the bloody thing, so I've not ever used it. Which I know, you know, makes sense. Don't have a use for something, and it's sitting in its box still? Wonder why. And it would probably be useful while I was recording, just in case I needed to look something up and didn't want to alt-tab. I don't know. Those kind of devices don't really suit my fancy on a regular basis. It would just be helpful in certain circumstances where I've got a game controller in my hands, a game up on my screen, and somebody says something stupid and I need to Google search, do a quick Google search to verify their information, and I wasn't paying any freaking attention. You blame Discord. Okay, fine. I guess you can blame Discord. Discord can function weird at times. It's weird how it happened right at the end of the stream. And you know, that's kind of funny. We're ending the stream on a stage about time. Ow! I'm not doing it by time. I'm just doing it because this is the halfway point of the game. Oh, come on. Dude, don't mess me up. Oh, is he not coming back? Did I manage to despawn him? That's pretty cool, I guess. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, yeah, don't enter the boss fight firing fireballs, because otherwise you're going to kill your ammo. I think it is possible to take him down with fireballs, but that's a lot more difficult than kicking Koopas. Ugh! Freaking hell! And the thing about this stage is you can't skip this stage. You have to play the final boss stages in order to unlock the next gallery. They're literally the only required stages. You can do pretty much any other stage as long as you get enough stars. Which I guess makes the World 1 stages kind of mandatory if you want to skip any later, but... because you have to play at least a few in order to unlock the first gallery gate. Oh, that Koopa's going nuts! Ow! I did not have this much trouble last time I played this boss. There... oh. And there we go. I got my star. Heading back to the hub world to grab my next star key so I can unlock Gallery 5, which contains some of my favorite levels in the game, but we're not going to get to that just yet. I'm going to save my game right here and now. And I guess we just go see what we unlocked in the thing. Okay, so we've unlocked Gallery 5, which is right over there, but again, I'm not going there yet. I'm just going to see what we've unlocked in the power-up gallery room kind of thing. Let's see. No, I don't want to go to World 3. We've unlocked Karibashu, and we've unlocked Leaves. Leaves. Leave us alone. I want a fire flower to go with it. Darn it. So anyway, we ended off on a boss. However, there's one other thing I want to show because I kept mentioning it. Battle for Truth. Luigi game. Gonna go to my 100% save slot and we're gonna find our way to Small Kingdom. I saved there because goddamn. I do find it slightly humorous that they've locked all the doors, but... yeah, this town is boring. My thoughts exactly. I can't lock my door, panics this one toad, and I think this is a key to progression. Yeah, this is a key to progression, because it's one of the many, many sub-areas in this freaking level. I think you have to... no, you have to go left. Would have been nice if there was an arrow sign letting me know that. Also, you can't quit back to the map screen. You have to keep playing the stage until you frickin' win. But, you know, isn't tedious at all. Certainly makes the stage worse, I have to say that. Okay, let's go left this time. Oof. Also, I know you don't own a Wii U, but original Double Dash Sherbet Land versus Mario Kart 8 Sherbet Land, made the wrong decision, bud. Ooh, almost jumped into that for a second. Oh boy! Reaction times are really great when you're playing Mario Bros. X stages, because death is a nuisance in longer SMBX stages, which is why I don't like them being so long. and why it should have had a multiple checkpoint system right from the very beginning. I think it was, because I remember thinking that to myself when I first played it. Mario Kart 8 came out in 2013 or 14. It was pretty early in the Wii U's lifespan, which, given, was incredibly short, but you get what I mean. And there's our first of, you guessed it, 4 switches. Being unnecessarily dramatic because, my god. And it doesn't even unlock a shortcut back to the main area. You have to backtrack through the stage, and you've already cleared out of enemies if you're smart, so... Okay, so, yeah, I guess I can't rag on you too hard. I think it was a while after you published the game that I actually bothered to play it. Look, it's so long, the music almost got to loop before I got back to the main area. Don't leave. My gamer instinct tells me to leave. I have no complaints about the music in this area, though. Paper Mario music does not get enough recognition in the SMBX space. Also, this stage has a fetish for only giving you mushrooms instead of something more helpful. I'm not sure if you get power-ups later, because I don't remember, but... Oh! Almost got nipped in the buds by that piranha plant. Ooh! Homing Koopa is the mortal enemy of any SMBX player, because their homing AI is so wonk. Oh right, you don't unlock a shortcut. You have to freaking backtrack through the whole stage. I really hope you fix that. At least I have Paper Mario music to help keep me calm. And by that I mean Thousand Year Door music. I don't really remember much of Paper Mario, the original Paper Mario soundtrack. It's not ingrained into my brain like the Thousand Year Door soundtrack is. Actually, one of the first music pieces I heard from Thousand Year Door is actually the Super Koopa Brothers theme for the castle area. And man, that's a really good remix of the Super Mario Brothers castle theme. Alright, this pipe has kind of a mishmash of things. For some reason it has a city background and mute city music, but the front side of the level does not tell you that at all. It's just visually confusing. I really hope I don't... Oh, shut up, headset. Battery's apparently low. Go figure. Well, that means I really gotta finish this soon so I can plug it in. Well... But yeah, I really hope that I don't recognize the place, because I don't like this level. Especially this part, where you're making a bunch of tight jumps on tiny ladders. It's a little bit easier with the control stick, I have to say. But yeah, the reason why I need to finish this sooner than later, because of my headset dying, is because the cable that came with my headset to charge it is extremely short. but the cable that came with my Switch Pro controller is actually long enough to reach, which means I have to disconnect my Pro controller, which would involve me going back to the menu to change my controls, and I just want to beat this one stage. Just to demonstrate how freaking lengthy it is. It's ridiculous. Okay, is it safe to drop? I don't know. Okay. I thought that was a pit for a second. I was just about to scream. Okay, there's one more switch I need to hit. Okay, the blue one. Where's the blue one again? It's not in there. Oh, it was probably hidden somewhere. Oh, God. Up, up. Hello. Okay, I've already been there. That was the red switch, wasn't it? I think this is where I need to go. That's the sub area I've already cleared. Where is the blue switch? I've completely forgotten. I know your battery's low. Calm the fuck down. You can't hear my notifications probably, but yay. Battery low, battery low, battery low. I'm sorry that you apparently didn't get a full oh, there we go. I found it. I think. Here we go. I found the secret. Never mind. Oh, oh. Stupid. Stupid. I don't know how long this that my headset lasts before the battery completely dies. I think it's about an hour. I'm not sure though. Normally when my stuff tells me that the battery's low, I plug it into charge, but obviously I can't do that right now. Oh, please don't die now. Okay, get to the center of the screen so you can get a mushroom. Also, you gotta love how the enemies are clipping through the floor at the edges of the screen. The way you fix that is by adding tiles past the visible area. Because then the enemies don't fall through the floor like that. Also, is it just me or did the clouds that were being used completely switch after I passed those blocks? Yay, blue switch. I'm blue, da ba dee ba doo die. Yeah, the cloud tiles completely switched. What's up with that? Oh man, this stage is a visual mess. And then it goes back to the Super Mario Bros. 3 clouds. Dude, were you high or something? Okay, well now I can go past this. Oh no. Single block wide platforms. You gotta love them. Except checkpoint. Checkpoint. Yay. And yet another sub area. That makes what? 5? Also, all the enemies are traveling in the wrong direction. Maybe that's why nobody makes levels where you move from right to left in Super Mario Bros. X, because by default, enemies will always move in that direction, so they always run away from you when they first come on screen. I can't believe you didn't fix that. But again, I have no fault. I do not fault you for using the Mushroom Kingdom theme from Super Smash Bros. Melee. That song is so great. Also, Fire Flower. There are power-ups in this level. That puts you on the other side of that wall. And yet another sub-area. 6! Count them, 6! And what an appropriate number for a hell area that has normal fucking grass for some reason. It reminds me of a later level in Super RMN World. Oh yeah, and something I didn't even mention at all is that in Super RMN World, SMB2 enemies are not immune to fire anymore. Apparently, when my Turtle Beaches say battery low, they really fucking mean it. Because they just died on me and I had to salvage my cell phone charger. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this one way or another. Yeah, I only started hearing the low... Did I hear it in the last stage of RMN World? I don't remember. But seriously, if this stage managed to outlast my headphones once they started giving me a low battery alert, that's a sign. But I do think they started giving me that warning in persistence of memory, so I guess it's not entirely the stage's fault. Would have been able to put them on the hook if I didn't have to play this stage, though, but I wanted to, just because... Hold on. Is there any secret? No, there's not. Rush, 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 rush all through. Random fucking SMB3 thwomp among all the Super Mario World thwomps. What gives? Oh, you didn't swap the Super Mario World tiles once you started throwing all the Super Mario World enemies in here? The fuck's wrong with you, man? Ooh, that was close. Let's go, let's go, let's run, let's run! But don't fall off a platform, because bottomless pits are insta-death. We don't want to go through even half of this again. I guess spoiler alert time. Looks like he got away again, man. This guy's... Okay, well, with that information, we can just infer that Sonic the Hedgehog is the one responsible for all this mess. But yeah, how much overtime did I go into to play that fucking stage? You're not racist towards thwomps, but you gladly embrace graphical clash. I wouldn't have a problem if you put the SMB3 thwomps in an SMB3 themed stage. But you put both in one with this. You know what? I'm not even gonna bitch about it. It's irrelevant to me. But yeah. So I'll probably be back either tomorrow or next Saturday to do the remainder of Super RMN World. And let's see, what else do I have here? I have a lot of stuff. I used to have all the Tower Bias games, but I packaged those up and got rid of them. Because good lord. I have Super Desmo Brothers. And Super Puzzle World. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me tonight. I am gladly going to shut this stream down right about now. Hope the few of you who joined to watch it live enjoyed yourselves. And
oh wait, am I actually on now?
You interrupted my outro.
I can't believe it. When you're actually ending it, it's actually picking up my voice.
Thanks, Discord. I don't know what to say now. Thanks. You ruin everything, just like you always do. But yeah, no joke. I really want to see what you've done with that stage to fix it, because my god.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some kind of evolution video where I show how it's changed over time. Yeah, I'll put something out soon-ish.
You know, before SMBX becomes even more obsolete. June 15th is the date, I've heard rumored, so you have until then. And for the rest of ya, I'll see ya.